Okay, it's live. So that means that you guys can. Okay, Fernanda's here. Hi,
Consegui!
Fernanda. Yay!
Perfect.
That's great.
Hello,
Welcome.
guys!
Hello.
Hi, Fernanda.
Hi, Moema!
Happy Monday.
My goodness, it's too difficult.
But you got it, so that's good.
Yes,
Oh, it's a
I
shame that Paul is not here.
I I click in a lot of places, a lot of buttons.
It's somehow it works.
That's good. At least you got here, so that's the important part. So, Fernanda, everybody has introduced themselves. They have said their name, where they are, their job, and whatever you want to share about you right now. So, just introduce yourself to everyone because I know you guys kind of know each other, but not really. So, you're the last one to introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Fernanda. I live in Maceió, and I work as a public servant. And I like to do some other things sometimes. I like to work with handcraft
Mhm.
to make some piece of to put in human hair
Oh, like
and
headbands?
hair accessories.
Oh, that's
Yes.
nice.
And but I really work as a public servant.
Okay. And
Okay.
that's nice. Do you sell your pieces online?
No, yes. From Instagram.
Okay.
That's cool. You should share it with us so we
Yeah.
can
Yes,
see.
I will do. I will do. But
Awesome.
it's a specific things only in to go to special parties like Carnival, like
Mm-hmm.
in June. In June in
Mm-hmm.
Brazil, there's a parties,
Mm-hmm. So,
and I
João,
like to do to make to to go to Paris, especially to go to Paris.
Okay.
To
that's nice.
team and I don't costume.
You can say costume. Yeah, costume
Costume.
parties. Mm-hmm.
Yes, costume parties. And
Nice.
I got married. I'm married. I'm married.
Okay.
I have two children. One daughter, she is 17, and son, he is 16. Okay? Nice to
Nice.
meet you. Nice to meet
Nice.
Thanks for
you.
sharing.
Yeah. All of you have two children, well, except for Moema, a boy and a
Yes.
girl.
Yes.
Something in common. That's awesome. Okay, guys. Awesome. This is working out so well. I'm so happy. So if you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna keep you in the call, but I'm gonna mute you. I think I'm gonna mute you just to even though it's not very noisy, but I'm gonna mute you anyway. If you have any comments or any questions, write on the chat. Do you see the chat to write down?
I'm going to try.
There is a chat on Google Hangouts. You don't have to go to YouTube. I'm live streaming on YouTube, so you have it recorded for later. You can rewatch,
Okay.
but you don't have to watch it on YouTube. Okay?
Okay.
Great. So yeah, try to say something or wave at us, and we'll unmute you. Unmute you. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's that. Is it not? Okay. Why can I not do it? Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Okay,
But
guys.
she disappeared.
Moema, I think maybe she just turned off the video. I'm not sure. Okay, so you guys can hear me well. Me and Pedro are here today to kind of do our final coaching, which we're going to be explaining what we're going to be doing next week, what we will do the week after next week, and how are things going to continue from now on. Because I know the program was very intense, very different of anything that you've done before. But we want you to continue to the strategies, the resources that we gave you. We want you to keep using them. And we're going to be here to support, to give you support, either closely or through email. We're going to be here. And the WhatsApp group will still be active. So yeah, we're going to start. I'm going to share the screen, and I'll be coming back and forth like I've been doing in the last few weeks. So yeah, do you have any comments before we start?
Not for now.
Okay. Oh, just so you guys know, the beautiful emails you all get every day is
On me.
the work of Pedro. He's like our email genius. Saves my life because I would be like going crazy if I didn't have him. So yeah, he put a lot of effort into yesterday's email to get everything done and ready for you guys. So take a look, take a special look. It was long hours.
Save this email. Like, if you ever need to go back to a resource, it will be all there, all in this one. So just save this one. This one is very important.
Yes. Great. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen. Okay. And then we can start. Okay. Just gonna share the screen, and yeah, I found that this is the best way. Perfect. Okay. Even though I wanted to see them, it's kind of fun to see them. Let me see if I can do it.
I can join and hang out here. Yeah.
Okay, but don't you think that the internet would be like overloaded?
No, I want to use the Wi-Fi.
Okay, whoops. Sorry, guys. Okay, go and use the Wi-Fi. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, Pedro is joining the Hangout, so you guys can, so we can see you guys. Okay. No?
Are they still there?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Sorry again. Okay. Let's get started, and Pedro will see. Yeah. Okay. So that's our group coaching for today. Very excited. The summary for today will be a review of the program and the main takeaways. So, you know, what the program was about, and I know you guys know. And am I not live on YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You have to mute yourself.
Yeah.
Or I have to mute you. Okay.
I'll make myself.
Okay. Yeah, maybe this is not. Okay, yes, we're live. Perfect. Okay, sorry guys, going back to it. So, review of the program and the main takeaways. Next week, what to expect for next week. Native conversations, what's next, and how about after next week. So that's basically what I'm going to explain today. First of all, congratulations on getting to the finish line. It's a good feeling to be done with these 4 weeks. I know it was something. Whoops. Okay, yes, mute. Something very challenging. And I know that it must be very rewarding. I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope that you're happy, even if you didn't do all the activities the way that we wanted you to do, just for you to be here, just for you to, okay, it's not working, that's okay. Just for you to be, get to the end, not freak out, not be like super crazy about the program, all the conversations. That's already a very good accomplishment. So congratulations. And know, okay, I'm gonna go back to the screen. And know that this is just the beginning. It's one finish line. Think about a race. You know this guy, it's Bolt, Jamaican runner. And think about a race, for the Olympics. You prepare these athletes, they prepare for it, but they do many, many races throughout their careers. And that's how it's going to be your career with English. It's going to be many different races, many finish lines. So, oh, Paulo is here. I know it's good. Never mind.
I'm froze.
Yes, I thought it was Paulo for a second.
Can you mute me from here?
Yes,
Maybe, yeah.
I can.
Good.
There you go. I think. I don't know, it's not muting me. Maybe because you're frozen. Yes.
Anna, sorry, my time is finished. I need to go out with my life. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I understand that. You told me you had to go. So that's okay. It's not working. Yeah. So that's okay, Fernando. I'm glad that you were here. The live will still be recorded on YouTube. So just watch it later at a time that you can watch. But watch it later today or tomorrow, just so you know what we're going to be doing, okay?
Okay. Hi, guys. I would love to stay for a long time with you, but I need to go out with my wife. Bye-bye. Have a nice night.
Bye. Have a good night. Bye. Okay. Awesome. So continuing. Congratulations on getting to that finish line, guys. But just be sure that, learning English, it's a lot of different little races. And every time you get to the finish line, it's a new thing to celebrate. So it's a continued practice. So going back to my screen. Okay. Awesome. So review of the program. Like we said, the email from Saturday, it has an overview of all the videos and resources. So keep that email, in a place that you can find easily later. And that should be, everything we've given you in the last 4 weeks. Like I said, keep the resources and find new ways to practice with them. There's always a new way for you to get a resource, either an article or a video or anything that we've given you, and find a new time for you to do them, a new practice. So being creative in this process is also very important. And then always finding new ways to learn and incorporate English into your life. Because the point of the whole program is for you to find a fun way to learn, for you to find joy in the process, like I said. So changing your mindset was the biggest part of this program. The English practice is very important, but focusing on the process, focusing on changing that scarcity mindset. So not focusing on what you don't have. Instead of saying, oh my God, I can't learn English, or I don't know the vocabulary, I don't know the grammar. I told you to find joy in the process. Finding joy in the process is the most important thing. If you're enjoying what you're doing, it's not going to be so much work. Yeah, abandoning that kind of speech that doesn't serve you, that has a lot to do with this scarcity mindset. If you say, sorry, I don't speak English, or I can't understand, just, change that a little bit, like we've been talking about. So you can say, yes, I don't understand yet, or I don't speak English yet, but by now, all of you speak English. All of you are able to introduce yourselves all of you were able to have conversations with native speakers. So I don't want you to, I don't want to hear from any of you anymore that, sorry, I don't speak English, because you do. You do. To get to that fluency, is important to visualize yourself as the speaker you want to be. And, you know, like we said, fluency is subjective. You determine what being fluent is to you. But if being fluent is being able to speak without stopping, having good vocabulary, and just being able to carry a conversation with anybody that speaks English, then you are on your way to get there. You're already doing it. You're already talking to native speakers 4 times a week for 30 minutes. So that's a big accomplishment. So part of the process is focusing on the person you will be when you're fluent, quotes, and being that person today. So the kinds of attitudes, the kinds of practice that you have to become that fluent person, you should have that today. So that's for changing your mindset. You also don't need to spend hours a day to learn English. You can spend 15 minutes and still get practice. You can listen to the audios in the morning. You can go to your work and listen to a podcast. You can read an article in English. There are many, many ways for you to learn English throughout your day. And that doesn't involve sitting down, doing grammar exercises. So you don't need boring grammar books. The internet is a playground for learning. You have all kinds of things and ways to learn anything you want. So that's no different with a language, especially English, because almost everything is in English nowadays. And the most important takeaway is you should be the driver of your own learning. You shouldn't be depending on me or depending on Pedro. You shouldn't be depending on someone to create a learning environment for you, to create your own learning journey. You can learn something new every single day. It doesn't have to be a lot of things, but if you learn one new thing about the language every day, think about the last 5 weeks, you learned a little bit, and look at where you are today. It's pretty great. Imagine in a month, imagine in 3 months, or even 5 months, how great you will be with, just learning a little bit every day. So don't let the end of the program, the official end, stop you from continuing to practice, okay? Awesome. So next week, what to expect? Number 1, we're gonna be doing a lot of surveys. So we're gonna be sending you a survey every week, every day of the week, asking you about your feedback, about the resources, about the conversations, about all of our interactions. I know some of you told me, oh, Ana, I don't like to make videos. Videos are very hard. So that kind of feedback, I want to hear from you, because then I can talk to you about how to lose the fear of speaking to other people, to recording yourself. Because guys, recording yourself is a really, really good strategy. I'm gonna go back on video so I can talk to you. So video, I know it's challenging to make a video and then you have to watch yourself and it's just like, you don't like to see yourself speaking English. And it's understandable, I understand that, but it's such a valuable thing. It's very, very important. I would suggest you record yourself at least once a week and take a look, because then you can see your mistakes. You can improve, you can see your pronunciation mistakes. You can notice things that you wouldn't notice if you didn't record yourself. So I suggested a lot of different recording, techniques. You can do shadowing, you can do just, practicing pronunciation with your phone and recording the audio. There are a lot of different things. You can do dubbing. So there are a lot of options. I would suggest you actually do it. I'm going to be proposing some challenges weekly for follow-ups. And I really hope that you make an effort because it is really important. It's not just about making a video, it's about realizing your mistakes and everything like that. So, I hope you guys get to a point where you feel more comfortable. Okay, let me go back to my screen. Okay, whoopsie. Okay, so next week we're going to do the surveys. Every single day we're going to be sending you a survey with for your feedback. And from that feedback, we're going to be making the plan for afterwards. So we're also going to be planning how you're going to practice English from now on and deciding on the conversation sessions. And I know that you guys are curious to know how we're going to be doing that. So I'm going to tell you how we're going to be doing that. Like I told you, there will be two options. Option number one, it's paid conversations, where we will find people to speak to you twice a week for 30 minutes. We're going to give you weekly feedback with suggestions. I don't know if you saw our email from this week. I put some links to materials that you can practice those grammar topics. And that's our plan. If you choose to pay for the conversations, we're going to offer you those weekly feedback suggestions, okay? And also, I decided to offer Monday through Friday audios. So if you choose this version, I'm still going to be sending you daily audios for you to start your day learning English in a great note, okay? Please, guys, if you have any questions, don't be afraid, don't hesitate to write to us, and then we can listen to your question, okay? And option number two is the free conversations, which we will help you find a language exchange partner. And we're going to connect you with websites, with people that might be interested in learning Portuguese. And you can exchange Portuguese to English. So you'll help each other practice languages, okay? So, but you have to schedule your own conversations. You have to find your own person, your own native speaker, and teach them Portuguese. So it will require a little bit more work on your part. But yeah, it's not working. Okay. So it's going to require you more work for the free conversations, but we're going to help you get those if you choose to do so. Okay. And the paid conversations, I'm also offering you guys one coaching session a month. And I'm offering you a 30-minute coaching session to check up, to see how you're doing, to see if you have any questions, offer you some guidance. So I'm offering these as a one-time thing because I would love for you guys to continue to, have all this support and resources from us. But I don't know if I'm going to offer that for the next group of people. So, and for all of those things that I described for the paid conversations, the regular price would be $120 a month. And that's for me to pay the natives and to pay for all these resources. But we're going to be offering you guys for $90 because you are kind of like our second group, and we would love to offer you this. I'm charging this price is basically to pay the native speakers for their time. So it's not, we're not trying to make a profit out of this. It's just for you to, just so we can keep everything going. So $90, it will depend on the exchange. Because it's a very low price, I cannot charge in Portuguese, in reais. I cannot charge in reais because if the exchange fluctuates too much, I have to be able to pay the native speakers. So that's why, okay? But we can work it out. We can, go from like month to month and see how it works. And then we can see. Option number 2 is free, so you don't have to pay anything. It also includes email support. We're not going to have coaching sessions anymore, but if you need us, you can write to us by email or on WhatsApp, and we're going to be there to help you. And also, I'm also going to keep doing those live streaming events weekly. But they will be a little different because you guys are not going to be in the program anymore. So it's going to be about questions and doubts and errors that Brazilians make very often. I'm going to be talking about a variety of topics. Also bringing different people to the live, like the native speakers, have them on, have like a good interview kind of session. So, but we'll still have those weekly. And you guys are also going to have access to the materials, which means the videos to the course for up to 1 year. So from the starting date, until next year, you're going to have the access to the video classes. Okay, let me know if there are any questions. You can think about this, think if you want to pay for the conversations and the support, or if you want to go with the free conversations. Think about it. Let me know this week. We're going to be talking, okay? So, great. What about after next week? How is it going to work? So, next week, it's feedback week. I'm going to go back to the screen. So, next week, we're going to have all the feedback, everything. We're going to be completing kind of like a program for you so you can follow, you can keep doing those things after next week. Okay, just keep that. Don't go out, and then I'll try to mute you. Yeah.
But I'm not going out.
Okay, you're there. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not doing anything.
Oh, it's not working. Okay, that's okay. Okay, sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties.
Technical problem.
Okay, so going back to what I was saying. After next week, you're gonna have a program with all the options, everything that you liked more, and you can continue. Yeah, it's not working. Okay. And you can continue to use the resources, the journal, the apps, everything that you liked, that you enjoy doing, and you're kind of gonna have like guidelines to follow. So that's the plan. But then we have actually a special offer for you guys. That's what I was saying in the coaching session. I'm going to go back to the screen so I can explain to you guys a little better. Whoopsie. Okay, so next week, after the feedback and everything, me and Pedro have a lot of great ideas to change a little bit how we did the strategies, how we did the emails. So we have this unique offer for you, which is we want to test new strategies in email formats before we launch the next program. Because we're probably having another group of people in July or August. We haven't decided yet. No? Sorry. Oh, this is Paulo. Hi, Paulo. Let me see if I can. Okay, I went back. Paulo, are you there? Não tá dando certo. Pode deixar. I'm speaking Portuguese. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think Paulo is here, but I don't know if he can hear us. Oopsie. Hi, Paulo. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Hi.
Perfect.
Hi, Jesus. Very complicated today.
It's
Complicated a lot.
complicated.
Yeah.
Oh no. We've
Yeah.
been here waiting for
Install
you.
Rangout, battery low.
Oh, I
Everything
see. A
today.
lot of things happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But okay, I am here.
That's
Hi, guys.
good. I'm glad you joined. Let me unmute everybody. Give me a second. I have no idea. Let's see. I think you guys have to unmute yourselves. No.
No, you didn't
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah, I don't know how. Okay. Okay, I think your guys are all unmuted now. I'm not
Say
sure.
something, guys, so we can check.
Yeah, I can hear people, so I think you guys are
Okay.
unmuted.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, Paulo. Yeah, we are almost at the end of the presentation. I don't know if you were following on YouTube.
No, I was out my house.
Oh, okay. That's okay. You
My
can watch on
mommy.
YouTube. Oh, you're at your mother's house?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have
And
a
I
good
am
Mother's
a
Day?
barbecue man today.
Oh, got it. Yeah, no, don't worry. I just kept everyone online because it was really fun to have you guys there and see all of you. But
Now, okay.
we're all here.
You
Even
see
Pedro.
me now.
Yes. Fernando was here with us, but he had to leave. So, okay, so I'm gonna go back to you guys at the end. Let me just finish the presentation, and then I'll go back to like questions and things like that. Okay, Paulo, we'll come
Okay.
back to you. I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, I think everyone's muted. Okay. So going back before Paulo joined us, let me share the screen again. So we have this unique offer for you. We want to test new strategies in email formats for our next program, because we had a lot of ideas throughout the program with you guys. So we want to test those things. So we are going to offer you guys to be our beta testers. So what we're going to be doing is, how's it going to work is we will first of all, we will develop daily emails just like the ones from the program, and we're going to be sending it to you for different weeks. It's not going to be every week after next week. It's going to be a few weeks because it's just going to be testing. So what we're going to ask from you is that you do your best to do the activities that we're going to suggest and offer us feedback at the end of the week. So that's the first thing. We're going to offer this for free because we want to test those new emails and strategies, but we're going to ask you for your feedback and for another thing in exchange. So in exchange, we're going to ask you to refer us to 2 people each week that we offer this free free testing, free program. So just so you understand, let me go back to the video because I think that's the last slide, yeah. So basically, we're going to offer you a free week of emails, just like in the program. So you can test and let us know how you feel. So it's going to be kind of like a free program testing thing. It's going to be great for you guys because you'll be able to practice and you're going to have daily emails. We're planning on doing it differently, doing it less resources, less information. and something a little bit shorter. So we're going to be working with the strategies a little bit differently. We're going to offer that for you guys for free in exchange for feedback. And if you can refer us to 2 people for that week, kind of like that will be the price. But only if you really believe in the program, if you really liked the experience, and if you've been enjoying, of course. Because if you don't want to refer us, then that's okay. But if you feel like the program was good and you have other people in your life that might be interested, we're going to exchange information. If you can let your friend or your family know that we'll be contacting them, like 2 people in specific, just like give us the name of 2 people. And then we're going to be contacting them about our next program. And of course, no commitment. It's not like not anything. But in exchange for the referrals, we're going to give you those free resources. So it's a win-win. We get to talk to more people, and even if they are not interested in the program, maybe they know other people that are interested in the program, and we can go little by little, extending our reach, extending our kind of like our marketing. And if they join us for the next program, then it's also great because our Speakeasy family will grow. So that's always good. So was everything clear from this presentation? I know, Paulo, you just got here, so you're going to have to rewatch it. But for you, Fernanda, Guilherme, Moema, was everything clear about next week, about after that, what the options will be? I'm going to unmute you now. Oops.
Yes.
Okay, I understand very well.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Any questions?
I'm like,
What's that?
do you ask with understand? Do you talk me?
What's that? Can you repeat that, Moema?
Do you speak if I'm understanding?
Yes, exactly. If you understand everything, the presentation.
Yeah. Eu fiquei com a dúvida se o valor era de desconto de 90 ou se ficava $90.
Oh, that's a good question. No, it's going to be $90 for the price. So it's a discount of $30, which is like 120 reais, a little bit less. I wish the dollar wasn't that expensive. Hopefully, if the exchange rate goes down, it'll get cheaper. But yeah, we're doing it as cheap as we can for you guys, just to keep the paying the native speakers. And that's why they're doing a good job, because they're actually hired to speak to you guys. And it's different than having a conversation partner, which can be a great way. Like, that's how we learn, making friends from different parts of the world and having to speak English. So it's not a bad option if you want to do the free option. It's just different, the amount of support you're going to get from us, because, we need to work and do stuff. But yeah, you have the week to think about it, to see what is the best option for you. And if you don't want to do it now, but if you want to do it later, you can also do that. You can always contact us. We're going to be here.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Great.
Any questions about the testing program?
Yes. I'm going to mute everybody else. Raise your hand if you have a question, okay?
Yeah, it's easy.
I think it's easier, yeah. So was the testing part okay? Did you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're speaking because you're all muted because it was too noisy.
Raise your hand.
Yeah, raise your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, Moema, let me go back. I'm gonna go back. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Guilherme and then Moema. Okay, Guilherme, you're on. You can speak now.
I can change my plan in the future. You know, if I try to start with the free form, and I will explain try, and if I think if it's possible change. You know.
Yes, definitely. You're asking me if you can do the free version, and then if you change your mind, if you can pay us for the paid version.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. No problem at all. You can do that. You can try, see if it works. If it doesn't, you can pay for it. And you can also pay for it in a month. And if you don't want to pay anymore, you can just not pay, not do it anymore. It's no commitment.
Okay.
Okay, great. Any other questions, guys? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you want to speak, if you want to ask a question.
Moema, what?
Oh, Moema, did you have a question?
No.
Did you have a question or did you have any problems, any doubts?
No.
No? You're okay?
Okay.
Oh, Fernanda, you have a question? Okay. Okay, go ahead, Fernanda. Oh no, I think you're still muted, Fernanda, but I think you muted yourself. See if you can unmute yourself. Yeah, we can hear you. No, it's not me. Because you see, it's not even an option. Okay, great, Fernanda. I can hear you. You're on.
I have a lot of problems with these things.
We all do.
But
Welcome.
I'm going to try to update these special things in my life. The technology in my life.
I feel you. I definitely understand.
We are together.
I'm thinking about the options, okay?
Mhm.
And I return to you tomorrow to tell my decision, okay?
Okay.
And now I'm going to go to my mother's-in-law house, okay?
Okay, no, that's perfect. We're almost done. I'm just seeing if you guys have any questions. If you don't, I'm gonna let you guys go. And also you can think about it. We're gonna have one last coaching call, individual coaching call at the end of this week. And I'll be able to speak to all of you and see what you wanna do, the paid or the free. If you wanna be our testing, beta testers for our new emails.
I love this part.
Yeah.
The free part, I love.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
But
We thought, it's a win-win.
I have two friends to put in your program.
To refer? Perfect. Awesome. Send them to us.
I don't know if you can get in this friend, but you need to try.
Okay. It will be a challenge. Challenge for my sales skills.
For you.
I'm not really good.
Bye
Perfect.
bye.
Awesome. Bye,
Bye.
Fernanda.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, Fernanda.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Let me
My-
unmute everyone.
Bye.
Me too.
My friend made a program with me.
Boba theory.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay if you guys have to go. We've been here for an hour. So just think about everything. Think about the referrals, the program, the options, and then next week we'll be asking you guys about everything. So
Ok, aí, Mãe,
awesome. Thanks for being here.
Bye bye, Moema.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Great. Guilherme and Paulo, are you guys okay? Do you have any questions? Anything?
Okay. I talk with Guilherme after. Okay, Guilherme.
That's great. Yes, you guys can stay on the call. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Mesmo, Paulo.
In English, okay?
Please in English, guys. I hope you're still
Please.
doing your lunches together speaking
Yeah.
English.
No,
I change it,
no.
but Guilherme stay in the other place.
Yeah, Paulo change of build.
Oh, yeah,
Guilherme,
because Paulo
no.
had an address change. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Oh, such a shame.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can still, meet each other some other time and speak some English.
Yeah.
Practicing is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk
Awesome.
with you, Guilherme,
Yeah, man.
after.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, just let us know, Paulo, because you weren't here about everything.
No problem.
Take a look at the recording. They'll be on YouTube.
Okay.
And let us know if you have any questions, anything at all. And we're going to be here, for any questions. This week, we're going to be talking about everything.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Pedro exists, eh?
Yes,
Pedro.
Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro is real.
I'm right here.
Hi, Pedro.
Yeah, he's not a computer program that I wrote or something. Yeah, Pedro is responsible for all the emails, Paulo. All the emails was on Pedro. So
Good.
great.
Then, bye.
Yeah, well, let us know, and we'll be speaking again this week, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you, guys.
You.
Bye-bye, guys.
See you.
Bye.
Have a good night.